Our next guest is here to extol the virtues of vino. Jon Palmer Claridge is Tampa's longest-serving restaurant critic. Hence the disguise, the ZZ Top lookalike here. And he's recently published the highly acclaimed book, Drink More Wine, a simple guide to peak experiences. Now, again, you had me at Drink More Wine. Welcome back to the show. How are you?
Thank you very much. I'm well.
So, okay, diving into this, I'm like, okay, well, you had me at the title, but this book really takes your background, your passions, and it's so much more than just wine. It, as you said, encourages people to travel and enjoy life a little bit more. Take me back on why you decided to put it together and why was this your first book?
Well, I am the food critic for Creative Loafing, and I wrote 53 wine columns, and they were designed to try to get people to drink wine with food and to not be scared.
Yes.
And so one of the parts of the book, there's basically 88 short stories make up the book, and one of them is how to drink wine for maximum enjoyment. And it teaches people active sipping. So to think while you're drinking, and then also to through a series of very, very short elements of wine, to try to teach you how to pair wine with food so that both the wine and the food are elevated by the combination.
You know, I like how you said that it can be intimidating is the word that I was going to use when it comes to drinking wine. I think so many people just try to just get by and they want to enjoy wine but don't necessarily, know how to do it the right way. If you had to kind of break it down for television purposes, what is one of your favorite tips that stick out to you?
Well, there's a lot. It's in the book goes through all those different things. Mm-hmm. I think it's actively starting out actively thinking about it when you're drinking. So you look at the color of the wine. We talk about how to smell wine and what to look for in what they call the nose. And then when you drink the wine, you've got what we call fruit forward. So the tip of your tongue, and then the wine opens up in your palate. And if you have really good wine, you can have secondary and tertiary flavors. And then on the finish, you have, in a great wine, you have a long lingering finish that can really last. But if each sip of wine that you take, you think about what you're doing.
I will say rave reviews, by the way, I want to point out. People are loving this, loving what you've been able to do. You can learn a lot. One of the things that I learned, I actually went to your area on Spanish Reds. Mm-hmm. I had no idea. I'm sitting here reading this book, and I had no idea that Spanish Reds were connected to like the Pinot Noirs. You gave the history. Like, I learned so much more about what I enjoyed and why I enjoyed it. That's another element that people can just appreciate and continue to learn, even if they already know.
Well, that's the purpose of this, because I also talk, a large portion of the book is postcards from different places. Yes. But the idea is to try to get you excited about having peak experiences in your life. And whether that's food or something else, it closes. My brother died the day before my grandson was born. And so I say, don't postpone joy. And I'm trying to teach you how to have joy with wine and food, but even if that's not what really turns you on, do it now. Don't wait for what excites you in life.
So safe to say you're not one of those guys who keeps the nice wine up in the cabinet and never touches it. You say go for it?
Oh, no, I like to have dinner parties and have, 10 courses and 10 wines.
Whew, I need to get invited to those courses. What do you say? Well, maybe not the courses we're getting invited to, but you are invited to a book signing of Jon's. If you want to go say hello to Jon for yourself, there's the information on your screen so that you can do so. Again, drink more wine. That should be a New Year's resolution as well.
I think so, and pay attention to what you pair it with.
I like it. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.